1. Okay guys, I'm here today with Jason Henderson, huge honor for me. Guys, Jason is a Jiu-Jitsu black belt from Gustavo Machado, Judo black belt from Dave Camarillo, and he spent 30 years on the Navy SEAL. And he just shot an entire instructional all about like self-defense for guardians and regular people. And today he's gonna show us here how to use the 201 for self-defense. Guys, he's one of the best guys for self-defense that you can ever imagine. Like Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Judo black belt, and 30 years on Navy SEAL. There's no way to have more experience than that. So I'm excited to learn from you, Jason.
Thank you. So anytime I'm gonna approach somebody, there's a lot that happens before I just go and put hands on them, right? For instance, I need to maximize the amount of oxygen that I get to my brain. So before I even walk towards somebody, I'm breathing in through my nose, letting it circulate down into my bloodstream and out through my mouth. I'm trying to get as much oxygen to my brain as possible. I'm looking at his posture. Is he right-handed? Is he left-handed? Is his hand tensing? The threat isn't what his face is doing. The threat is always in his hands, or if there's something around his waistline. Is he tugging at his waist? Is there something in his grip? It doesn't matter to me if I'm going onto the battlefield, if I'm going towards a street altercation, or even if I'm stepping onto the mats. I always have the same approach. Calm myself down, maximize the oxygen to my brain by breathing, and make critical decisions as I approach. I don't want to come straight in and go into a grappling here because he could close his eyes and hit me, he can pull guard, he can do anything. I always want to start heating up my insteps. The reason I heat my insteps up is because I always want to be moving off laterally. If he charges me, if he runs at me, I already want to be pushing off and getting towards this 45-degree angle. If I can get to a 90, it's optimum. In the military, we call it flanking. I want to flank and I want to approach the enemy from the side. I don't want to be coming straight in on him. So as I'm coming off at a 45-degree angle, if he's crashing in, I'm bringing my arm up into a frame. I'm using my humerus bone as a block from him coming in and approaching, and I'm putting my hand in on his shoulder. I then come here. I like to grab at the bicep. You can grab the wrist, but I prefer the bicep so that I have good control. Now, if he starts moving, I can even redirect and guide him in another direction, or I can pez the sprints and bring his head up to push him against the wall, or I can just have good, firm control. If he's coming in and crashing into me and keeps resisting from here and I can't redirect him, I'm turning my torso and bringing my hip to hip with him here. By coming in here, you can see I slid my hand from the frame down his arm and grab a hold of the thumb side. By grabbing a hold of the thumb side, I'm bringing his elbow into my sternum and pushing my sternum out, creating this arm bar type of tension. I'm keeping my head behind his shoulder and keeping nice posture. I'm using my lat muscles to pull his arm in so it's really tight. That keeps him from striking me with this arm. It keeps me in good control, and I have good chin pressure coming down in the back of his shoulder. I can step on his feet and drag him all the way to the ground. I can step all the way to the cross step and drag him all the way to the ground, or I can do an Uchimata type of style, or for me, I do a mule kick and kick the cross knee to take him down.
Yeah. Oh, just you have showed as well some situations that you use your hand against the person's face. Can you show that? That was cool.
Now, if his posture stands up because I'm trying to drag him down and he's a really strong guy and I'm a smaller person, I grab both arms here and I do it like I'm doing a rope climb. I'm pulling this arm down. From here, you can see I'm completely perpendicular to him. My foot is behind his leg. I got several handles. I have his trap muscle here. I grab his head here. I grab his chin, which is my preference, is to come all the way across and grab the nose or the chin. Some police departments don't like it because it's too close to the throat, but the head is nice. If I can bring his head in nice and tight, I have good control of his arm, I have good control of his head, and instead of kicking his leg or foot sweeping or wrapping the leg around, all I'm doing is turning my toe and bringing my knee into the back of his knee. So I have it nice and tight, I'm pulling back, bumping down.
That's crazy.
And I have good knee control.
That's crazy.
I like to keep my knee down in this position and control the hands. Now I have him controlled and I can look around and have good situational awareness of anything around me for any secondary threats.
Oh, it's different than a judo throw. Like, almost like my spine going.
Yeah. And that's really what we're trying to do, is realign your spine.
Yeah, no,
whether I'm taking you forward or taking you back, I'm trying to realign your spine.
No, that's great. And the very first move you did using the forearm over the frame, it's to make sure that you don't give too much distance. What was the goal of that?
Right, so I'm stopping you for a minute because I want to take a look.
Okay.
Like, are you a threat? and it gives me space to redirect you this way.
Okay.
And a lot of times I can just come in here and walk you back and get you away from a situation. But if you keep resisting, then I gotta transition to here. And if you pull away from me and are standing up, then I gotta come to here.
Got it.
The big thing here that I'm trapping the head and pulling it in, it gives me good head control, but also keeps his head from slamming down onto the mat.
Got it. That's incredible. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, guys, Jason just shot an entire instruction all about self-defense for guardians and the regular people, and it's going to be at bjjfanatics.com and effectiveselfdefense.com. So make sure to check it out. He is a Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Judo black belt, and 30 years on the Navy SEAL. So you can't get better than this. So thanks so much, Jason. Appreciate it. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.